Daf Yomi, Tractate, Bava Batra, page Nun Gimel, Amud Aleph, page 53a, top of the page, the word Shelo Bifanov, Tzarech Lamei Marlei, Lech Chaze Ukni. But if the act was performed not in the seller's presence, the seller must say to him, "Go take possession," and thereby acquire the property for him to acquire it. Boy Rav. Rav raises a dilemma. Matana hayach. Amar Shmuel ma'iti ba'alei la'aba. Rav raises a dilemma. How does one acquire a gift? In other words, is it necessary for the giver to say, "Go take possession," and thereby acquire? And Shmuel said, what dilemma is raised to Abba? Meaning Rav. Rav's name is Abba. Hashda Uma Mecher Deka Yahiv Le Zuze I Amar Le Lech Chaze Ukni in I La Matana Lo Kol Shchein V'Rav Savar Man Diahiv Matana Ba'in Yafe Yahiv. So now one could say the following, and what is the halacha with regard to a sale where the buyer is giving money to the seller? If the seller says to the buyer, "Go take possession," and thereby acquire the property, the acquisition does take effect. But if he did not say this, it does not. Therefore, with regard to a gift where no money is given to the seller, is it not all the more so reasonable that the acquisition not take effect without a clear directive from the seller? The Gemara answers, and Rav holds, that it is possible to say that one who gives a gift gives it generously and would allow the acquisition even absent a clear directive. V'kama kol shehu k'dei Shmuel, Amar Shmuel gadar v'hishlimo le'asara paratz pirza k'dei shikanes v'yatze ba'arei zu chazaka. The Mishnah teaches that taking possession can be performed by building a fence or breaching a fence, or even a bit. The Gemara clarifies that how much is the measure of a bit. It is in accordance with the statement of Shmuel, as Shmuel says, if one had previously built a fence and now completed it to a height of 10 handbreadths, which is the height of a halachically significant barrier, or similarly, if one had previously breached a breach and now expanded it in order that it be large enough that a person can enter and exit through it, this is considered taking possession. Hai gader hechidami. Ilema de mikara lo havi salkile v'hashdanami lo salkile mayavad ve'ela de mikara havi salkile v'hashda lo salkile tuva avad lo tzricha de mikara havi salkile biravcha v'hashda kasalkile beduchka. The Gemara asks, what are the circumstances of this fence? If we say that initially one could not climb over it to enter the field, and now too, one still could not climb over it, what did he accomplish? Nothing has changed through his completing the height of the fence, and alternatively, if it was such that initially one could climb over it to enter the field, and now one could not climb over it, he has accomplished a great deal. And the Mishnah should not have referred to this addition as a bit. The Gemara answers, no. It is necessary to state this ruling if the height of the fence was such that initially one could climb over it with ease, and now one could climb over it with only with effort. Hi parza hechidami. Hi pirza hechidami. Ilema de mikari have alibe aliba v'hashtanami aliba mayavad. El de mikar lo have aliba v'hashta aliba tuva avad. Lo tzrich de mikar have aliba aliba beduchka v'hashta aliba beravcha. The Gemara similarly asks, what are the circumstances of this breach? If we say that initially one could enter the field through it, and now too one could enter the field through it, what did he accomplish? Nothing has changed through his expanding the breach. And alternatively, if it was such that initially one could not enter the field through it, and now one could enter the field through it, he has accomplished a great deal. And the Mishnah should not have referred to this as a bit. The Gemara answers, no. It is necessary to state this ruling if the size of the breach was such that initially one could enter the field through it with effort, and now one could enter the field through it with ease. Amar Rav Asi, Amar Rav Yochanan, Nasan Svar V'Hoyel, Nasan Svar V'Hoyel, Hareizu Chazaka, my Nasan, my Natal. Rav Asi says that Rabbi Yochanan says, if one placed a stone and it helps to serve some objective, or if one removed a stone and it helps to serve some objective, this act is considered taking possession. The Gemara asks, what is the meaning of placed and what is the meaning of removed? Ilema nasan sror uschar maya mina natal sror v'pek maya mina hay mavrich ari menichse chaverohu ela nasan sror dit samad la maya v'natal sror ve'arvach la maya. If we say that he placed a stone in the fence and stopped the water from flooding the field, or if he removed a stone from the fence and thereby fashioned an opening that released water that had been flooding the field, this is analogous to one who chases away a lion from another's property. In other words, these acts prevent damage to the field, which one is obligated to prevent even in the case of the property of another, and accordingly they do not constitute a demonstration of ownership. Rather, it means that he placed a stone that connected water to the field and irrigated it, or he removed the stone and enhanced the flow of water to it. Ve'amar Rav Asi, Amar Rav Yochanan, Shtei sados umitzad echad Beinehen hechzik ba'achas mehen leknosa kana. The Gemara cites another statement of the same Gemara with regard to taking possession. Rav Asi says that Rav Yochanan says if there were two fields with one boundary between them, see, it's not metzer. I'm sorry, not mitzad. It's mitzar echad. Two fields, one boundary, mitzar, one boundary between them, and one took possession of the fields in order to acquire it. He has acquired it. Okay.